Chapter 1, Mishnah 8. The two highest level Mikvaos, levels 5 and 6, described by the coming Mishnah, are flowing streams or springs. Spring water is usually given the status of Mayim Chaim, literally living water. It is known by this description because it comes from the ground with a natural moving force that makes it appear alive. The Torah states that Mayim Chaim is required for three purposes. These purposes are described by the Mishnah below. The fifth level mikveh described in the beginning of our Mishnah is a unique case of spring water that does not qualify as Mayim Chaim. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. Higher than the previous mikveh is spoiled spring water, i.e. spring water that is either salty or warm, and thus not good tasting. It is higher in level than the previously mentioned mikveh in that it can purify tamei things even when its water is flowing. This is its advantage over the fourth level mikveh, because that mikveh, i.e. a spring that had a large amount of shuvan water added to it, has the capacity to purify things only when its waters are still, not when they are flowing. The Mishnah concludes by describing the sixth and highest level of mikveh. This mikveh is also a spring, and looks exactly the same as the level 5 mikveh, except that its waters are good tasting rather than spoiled. Because it is a spring whose water has not been corrupted, it qualifies as the Mayim Chaim described by the Torah with regard to various Torah laws and procedures that the Mishnah will now list. Higher in level than the previous mikveh is living water, i.e. a spring whose water is good tasting rather than salty or warm. This mikveh is on a higher level than the previously mentioned one, in that it can be used for the following three things. A. Zavim can immerse themselves in it to become purified of their tumah. B. With it, the sprinkling of mitzorim can be done. And C. Its waters are fit to be used for sanctifying chatas water.